Eileen and Ted Ward. Eileen and Ted Ward love their lifestyle within a rural subdivision in Montes Lane, Greytown. They have 2.5 hectares of pasture and 1 hectare QE2 National Trust bush block. They bought the property 7 years ago and spent 2 years planting the gardens before their house was built. They were living in Greytown at the time and spent every spare moment in Montes Lane planting, mulching and watering. Only natives are allowed to be planted in the subdivision, which has big sections so neighbours aren't close by. The Ward's architecturally designed house is well hidden in its nest of natives, Eileen says. It also has solar panels and a wetback and has been carefully placed to maximise the sun and the view of the tararuas, Ted adds. Their block had a lot of existing natives, totara and titoki, including some prominent trees that are estimated to be 120 to 150 years old. Self-sown seedlings are propagated and replanted into the QE2 block. There are a lot of quail running around, pheasants have been introduced by a neighbour, and the block has become a flight path for keriru, which they're delighted about. They do have maize and bird seeders available on several trays on a fence. They have a successful worm farm with the worm wee and castings being used extensively in the vegetable garden and on new plantings. The Wards used to breed and sell miniature cattle, but now only have 2 retired animals, a mini Highland cow named Fair Enough and a standard full-blood Highland named Eve. They strip graze in winter to control their pasture. Ray Hicks Contracting is brought in to make mini baleage, which is sold throughout the year for either stock feed or garden mulch. Superphosphate and lime are applied as they are aware of the fertility loss with a cut and carry regime. The subdivision used to originally be part of a potato farm, so Ted and Eileen know they have some of the best soil quality in the Wairarapa. Ted is a great supporter of the Greytown Rail Trail and Eileen is on the RDA committee and a member of the South Wairarapa Rotary. Judges' comments. Immaculate presentation of the property and impressive integration into the local community. Bait stations and traps aimed at possums, rabbits, mustelids, plus campaign to eradicate hedgehogs. Pristine environment. Weeds are dealt with effectively and promptly. Hosting neighbours with a speaker to discuss predator control in action and how they can combine resources.